Hello everybody, it's Monday and we're going to do our continue on with our series with canned goods. So if you remember this weekend, I did the burritos. I can't find my labels I usually put on there. I did the burritos in the jar, and if you look now, you'll see there's the beans and the rice and the hamburger, and you can see the peppers that I used and the onions and all that. So I'm going to do mine a little bit differently than I normally do, because we do this video about an hour before my husband even gets out of work. So I'm going to put it together, but I'm not going to cook it until just before he gets ready to be home. So we're going to open up the jar, not with that end. That would ruin my lid again.
I don't want that.
No. I do reuse my lids. I don't use them for water bathing, but I do for pressure canning. And honestly, they work great to use them again. So I'm going to take everything out of the jar. And this way it has everything you want in it. Oh, and they're so good. My one son, I asked him, have you tried that burrito in a jar yet? And he's like, no. And his wife goes, yes, you did, and it was good. I don't know why kids nowadays, they're so scared to try the canned goods. I think it's because we didn't bring them up on it. And actually, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm going to tell you a secret. When I first started canning, the first couple of things that I made, I ate it. And then I went to the bathroom later and I threw it up, because I was afraid of it. So, and then I thought, you know what, if I'm going to die from it, I guess I'm going to die from it, because I'm not going to throw up all my meals. So anyway, now I'll eat anything that I can, and I don't think twice about it. It was just a scary thing in the beginning, because it was new. I hadn't eaten canned food since, oh my gosh, since I was probably about 19 years old, and that's when my grandma taught me how to can peaches, pears, and jalapenos, and applesauce. So you're going to want to stir it all together. My sister's canning today, actually. She's canning carrots and corn. Shame on her for getting me addicted to this, I tell you. Actually, it was an ex-boyfriend of mine that he posted some pickles online, and they were, I don't remember what they called them. Do you, Jack?
Dill pickles?
Yeah, they were outdoor something pickle. Oh, sun pickles.
Oh.
And when I seen how good those turned out, and I mean, they were delicious, you guys, delicious. And so then I thought, well, what if I did this? And then my tomatoes were, I was getting so many tomatoes, and I'm like, well, what if I did this? What if I did that? And I started out with just a water bather, and then before you know it, I found a pressure canner at the auction, and then I said to my husband, can I get the bigger pressure canner? And he's like, yeah, you can get it. And not one day has went by that he's regretted it, because it looks like it's old now. I've used it so much. And actually, Jack has a canner too.
Yeah, I got addicted.
Yep. He doesn't do much without me, though. And I don't know if he's just afraid to, but he cans the heck out of milk. So that's something that they really love. So
Yeah, I got 44 jars of it.
yeah, he's 44 quarts of milk. So anybody tells you can't can milk, that's not true, and it tastes really good. But you want to make sure you can 2%, because after you can it, it gets like more of a thicker thing, so that 2% actually will taste like whole milk. So, and another one of my friends today talked to me about maybe going on TikTok, which I've never done, and to, you know, to encourage my channel. So if anybody knows anything about TikTok, let me know, because, well, I don't and have never used it. So we bought some burrito shells. These are not the big ones like I thought they were, so what we're going to do is put some in the center. Now again, if Jack wasn't here, I would just spread them all out and do them all at one time, because that's just the way I roll.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm taking up your spot.
Yep, he's taking up space. Dang it, Jack. See how he is? Now, I like to have stuff inside mine. So even though there's tomatoes, I'm going to put a little bit of tomato in there. And a little bit of lettuce. I'm not going to put onion because I know I did put a lot of onions in there. And then I'm going to use a little bit of cheese. And then we got to work with Jack because you know how he is with folding burritos. There goes his mountain. Alright, so remember, sides up. Doesn't have to cover the whole thing. Sides up. Grab your thumbs, pull, and then pull, roll. Ha ha, he did it! Wait.
Oh, I gotta spray the pan.
I'm gonna spray the pan because I don't know how he's cooking it once he gets it home. I know how I'm gonna do it, but I don't know how he's doing it. He did it, you guys. Yay! Kudos to Jack, he did it. I guess maybe sometimes he is paying attention. We just didn't know, you guys. See? Hey, hey.
The last part, I held this up while I folded it.
That's a good job, Jack. You did it. Listen, if Jack can learn to do all this stuff, anybody can learn how to do this stuff. I'm telling you, because he'll tell you, first of all, he's a little slow. And he doesn't get mad when you say that because he knows it's the truth. And sometimes it takes over and over and over and over to teach him something. But when he gets it, he usually gets it and then he forgets it. Because his memory's not very good either. Am I true?
Yeah, you're true.
So sometimes it gets frustrating because you got to keep telling him over and over again what he's doing. But I just keep working with him, and he is learning a few lessons. And, you know, one day I said to him, I says, well, your roommate's not home. What you cooking for dinner? And he went down in his pantry, and he made up a meal with our home canned mac and cheese. And what else did you make?
One of my chickens.
One chicken's.
And a vegetable.
And a vegetable, yeah. So he ended up putting together his own meal for him and his girlfriend. I was quite surprised, actually. But he did it, and so he's learning. And I think that's part of the reason, you know, that I want to do this and have it be a success is because I know sometimes we don't have that friend that'll teach us. We don't have that sister or brother or whoever it might be to show us what to do. So, you know, I hope that I can be that person for you and you know, show you how to can or how to cook certain meals or, you know, how to save money or teach you how to prep up or whatever it happens to be. Because not all of us are that lucky to have somebody. And I keep telling Jack how lucky he is every day with me anyway. But no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know I'm lucky.
Jack has a thing. I used to invite him over every night after, well, not every night, but if I had extra food, I'd call him up and he could come pick it up and feed it to him and his girlfriend. And yet, on the nights off, he was still eating junk food. So we started this going on now nearly 4 months ago, where I've been teaching him how to cook and everything. So he's been doing it together. So he's been eating better. His girlfriend does not want him to stop cooking. So I guess, you know, it's working out. And he's going to learn some survival things, you know. He's been learning how to stock up food. How to prepare things. He's actually had to clean his basement out so he could make room. That's a big one, wasn't it, Jack?
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully, you know, not that I'm a teacher because I'm not by any means, but hopefully you can learn something. And, you know, because I learn off of people's videos every day. And I think that's a good thing. Whenever we can teach each other something and we show our value to other people, not that we have to earn our value from other people, but sometimes it's really nice just to show
got
other
that much.
people. Well, I have some frozen ones in the freezer, or you can just take that and eat it in a small bowl left over.
Yeah, I can do that.
But sometimes it's nice just to see your value and have other people see what you're capable of doing. Because like with him, he's buying, if you want it, just one second. If you want it, you know, like my sister says, what do you buy that for? He'll never use it. So now he's using things and gadgets just to prove my sister wrong.
Yeah, I love doing that.
See? So he's learning. And, you know, so sometimes we can reach out higher expectations than what we had before. And it might be just a stupid video. It might be something that you do that, you know, shows, hey, look what I can do now. And I'm confident in that. And I think to be confident in yourself is very, very important. Again, not to be a broken record, but please stock up. If you want to learn how to can more things, let me know what they are, and I will help you can them. When the garden gets farther along, you'll see how I do tomatoes and salsa and all that good stuff. So, if you notice, I have 4 fat, heavy burritos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put cheese all over the top of them, because mind you, I'm going to bake mine. Are you going to bake yours or no?
I can put cheese on top of it.
Well, do you want gravy on top of it too or no?
I could probably have gravy on two and no gravy on the other.
No, you can't do that.
We can't?
No. But you could put just cheese on it and then melt it that way. Jack doesn't like it wet. I don't know why. But I happen to like the wet burritos a lot better.
Well, you never learn until you ask.
What's the deal with the wet burrito that you don't like? You don't want your cheese quite that thick or to fall off to the side. You want to use it on the top.
Oh.
Jack's got big fat hands, so it always looks like he's taking half of my cheese at one time.
I can't help it.
So this is part of that cheese that we grated yesterday. So we're going to put all that away, and then I made up some gravy that just before my hubby gets ready to get home, I'm going to pour over top of this. And then I'm going to put it in the oven probably for about 20 to 30 minutes and let everything on the inside heat up. And I'll take it out and that'll be dinner. Sour cream and salsa, I'm telling you. So, here is dinner. And there's what's left because I gave my husband 2 of them. That's his plate. And then I'm going to add sour cream and salsa to it. Yum, yum.